you want to call an elder to come and give a reminder, please warn him ahead of time, because I thought I was going to be around, have my lunch with everybody else, and then go back home. But I have to come to realize that there is no free lunch. Professor Azeez Butali deserves all the accolades that he is receiving now. You know what? I did not even know him. Even as a student, later on when I started hearing about him, I thought I was hearing about somebody from South Africa or somewhere, or Mozambique, only to find out later in life I saw this highly respectful young man who has been making waves in self-palliative research, genomics, and who is strongly associated with the smile train. Professor Butali has done very well. You know, recently, my daughter, who is an assistant professor at the University of Pennsylvania, I never knew that he has had so much about Professor Butali. He told me all efforts Butali has been making to even assist her with collaboration. And he said, Daddy, you know what? He said, what? When you go to his lab, he has truly empowered a lot of Africans. Let's give him a round of applause. Backwards, he believed in empowering the younger ones, and he believes in hard work. He encourages hard work, and wherever you need to put in effort, you see Butali there. I am highly impressed by his performance. I'm highly impressed by the research he's been doing. In fact, there was a time I was trying to decide within me, is this man an oral pathologist? Is he an oral surgeon, or is he an oral medicine man? Because I see him making waves in all those areas. Professor Butali is a great man. Just like the previous speaker has said, the country should look his way. The country should recognize him for what he is doing. I know very well that sometimes it's not easy. I remember somebody called me some years back and said, Prof, your name is on the list. I said, which list? He said, for recognition by the Nigerian government. I said, what's that all about? He said, but there are 40 names from Ogun State, and everybody is interested in picking one. Of course, I don't even know who put my name there anyway, so I ended up not getting it. But I can assure you that as we are closing up, Butali is still making waves. And the only way we can encourage him is to support all his moves. My prayer for you, Azeez, is that the Almighty God will continue to bless you. You see, you did not know how much I appreciate you. You may not know it. This gentleman walked in, being celebrated by everybody, and he came right to where I was staying, over there, to prostrate. You can see the special honor you have given me. The Lord Almighty will honor you. Azeez, continue to do what you are doing. It pays to be hardworking. You can never, the person who is waiting for when he will stop. The people like us have not stopped. Why are you asking this young man to stop? He can't stop. Once you apply efforts to drive research and you are you have successes around you, you can be sure that you will not want to stop. Why? Because you will be training some mentees. You will be training them, and they are making progress. And you want to see more of them coming up, and that's why you cannot stop. But our prayer is that God will give you long life. God will give you healthy living, and you will achieve greatness. I pray for you. Congratulations, Azeez. God bless you.
Proud of him, not just for his achievements, where of course we think his achievements are significant in the area of clinical research, in the area of practice, and we are glad that our alumnus is contributing to global development, and we're making our mark. We're telling the world that we have some things to offer, and if given the chance, we really can contribute to making our world a much better place. But we're even prouder, permit me to say, if there's any something, because Professor Butali is one alumnus who always looks back. He hasn't just made his mark in research by being out there, but his focus has been on bringing his skills, his knowledge to bear on what is happening here in Nigeria and in the university. Today we talk about cleft research, and I dare say that University of Lagos is a player in that space. But the only reason we are that much of a significant player is because of the role that he has played. And for that, we are very grateful. We're ever more so proud of you, and you do much more than even clinicals. Only yesterday, you were there at some forum with the class of 83 of College of Medicine celebrating 40 years post-graduation, and you were charging them the different ways to give back. I know you're a mentor. I know that beyond mentoring in the area of research and academics and everything, you actually do what you call the ordinary counseling and mentoring, bringing out the best, bringing out leadership in young people, and we want to thank you. Thank you for doing us proud always. Thank you for facilitating some of the opportunities we have had with University of Iowa, expanding it, our Entrepreneurship and Skills Development Center. Professor Azeez is here. Thank you for helping us to entrench the roots deeper. We look forward to other things that we will do with you. We look forward to your guidance. You're on the advisory board of Smile Trade. We need to get you into so many other advisory boards in the University of Lagos. Thank you and God bless you. Join us as we celebrate one of our own. God bless you.
For Dental Research Craniofacial Biology Group, a standing member of the NIH Genetics of Health and Diseases Study Section, a member of the American Cleft Palate Association 2022 to 2023 Task Force, Group Program Chair of the Global Oral Health Inequalities Research Network, a member of the 2023 Programs Committee of the International Association for Dental Research, executive member of the African Society for Dental and Craniofacial Genetics, a member of the Faith-Based Scientific Advisory Council, a member of the Clinical Advisory Board of the United Kingdom Medical Research Council National Mouse Genetics Network, and a member of the College of Dentistry Faculty Promotion Advisory Council. He is also a reviewer for the Wellcome Trust, UK Medical Research Council, National Science Foundation of Poland, Swiss National Science Foundation, South African National Research Foundation, and the NIH College of Medicine, University of Lagos Building Research and Innovation, BRAINS, grant applications. Professor Butali is a reviewer for over 30 peer-reviewed journals and currently serves as section editor for Frontiers in Dental Medicine. Professor Butali was one of the first 2 dentists in the USA to receive the Harold Amos Medical Faculty Development Award in 2014 and a recipient of the prestigious NIDCR K99 ROO Dental Scientist Career Development Award in 2012. He is a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science, FAS, a fellow of the Academy of Medicine Specialists of Nigeria, FAMED, and fellow of the International College of Dentists, FICD. He is a recipient of the 2022 University of Iowa International Student Graduation Faculty Recognition Award, 2023's Cadre Faculty Advisor Award, and the 2023 University of Iowa Leadership and Research Award. As PI and co-I on NIH and private foundation grant, and has received multi-million dollars grant funding to support his research. He led Africa to publish the first genetic study for non-syndromic clefts in Africa, conduct the first genome-wide association studies GWAS for clefting in the African population, and to conduct the first and second whole genome sequencing WGS for orofacial clefts in African population. His lab discovered ctNNA2 and SALT2A as cleft palate candidate genes and AFDN as clefting gene through GWAS and WGS. He has published over 90 articles indexed in PubMed with an age index of 27 in Google Scholar, and presented over 200 abstracts at national and international meetings. His lab is leading the research on the genetics, genomics, and ELSI of orofacial clefts in African populations. Professor Butali is currently leading efforts to translate discovery to health and the prevention of oral, dental, and craniofacial diseases. He is happily married with 3 children and enjoys traveling, reading biographies, and playing table tennis.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can do.
University of Lagos, University of Fresh Toys and the Nation's Pride. A round of applause. I'm sorry if you didn't go to University of Lagos. You're on your own. Yeah, I did. My wife is asking me whether I went to University of Lagos. And I did. I had a master's in public administration from University of Lagos. A round of applause for me. So nobody can deny me of that. So the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Management Services, and the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Developing Services. I can see so many other people here. The NK, I'm not surprised when I got here that I knew that you're going to be here. You never disappoint. A round of applause, NK. So, Prof, thank you so very much for coming. I must also specially recognize my boss, my trainer, my mentor, Professor M.O. Bulewe. I think you need to stand up for recognition. Stand up for recognition, man. You have to stand up. Let's put you on the spot. A round of applause for him. So we are where we are today because of people like Professor Bulewe. And they've said so many things about, there's no way that you are going to talk about cleft care in Nigeria, cleft research in Nigeria, that you are not going to mention Professor M. Ogulewe and also Professor Azeez Butali. I think two of them deserve another round of applause. So Professor Azeez Butali is a friend, is a brother, is also a mentee. And when we started the journey together, though I was called to give a small talk at the CMD, but my relationship with Professor Butali goes beyond being the CMD of Legal University Teaching Hospital. Though Professor Butali is an alumnus of both institutions, College of University of Lagos and also Legal University Teaching Hospital. But we started together in 2006. We were there when Professor Butali was in Legal University Teaching Hospital, Department of Preventive Dentistry. And I want to especially recognize two of my big sisters there, Professor Oyekansola Chufola, Emeritus Dean. And also my big sister, Professor Oji Uti, with your lovely husband. Also, I must also specially recognize, as I'm doing this, our father, our mentor, Professor Onatulu Udukoya and his wife. Like I say, we are where we are today because of they are our mentors. They mentored us, they did not torment us. And I think they deserve another round of applause for that. Professor Butali, despite the challenges in 2006 to 2009, we all supported him. We didn't know where the journey was going to take him. We didn't know that we are going to be this big because the cleft research team, Nigerian, African, and Legal University Teaching Hospital cleft team is about one of the biggest in Africa. There's no doubt about that. In Nigeria, I'm not aware of any institution that can boast that they have the multidisciplinary team like ours. We have all specialties. NK is looking at me and she's smiling. We have all specialties. Only probably one or two. I'm not too sure that you can have. So we started together, and we are where we are today. Let me tell you one or two things about Professor Butali. Professor Butali is so committed to College of Medicine, University of Lagos, and Legal University Teaching Hospital to the extent that every year is either is sponsoring a program in the research in College of Medicine, University of Lagos or Legal University Teaching Hospital, or asking one, I can count up to about 5 graduates of at least University of Lagos that have visited Professor Butali's lab, not only as a visitor, but they pursue their career. Many of them are doing well in the US. A round of applause, please, for Professor Butali. Professor Butali has won many awards. There's no doubt about that. But, like I tell people, that when you are doing well, and you are not selfish, and you believe that no matter how long it takes you, you are going to get to a certain level, or probably even retire, whether you like it or don't like it, and you bother about developing individuals that will take over from you. And that is one of the attributes of Professor Butali. Professor Butali, on behalf of many of your mentees, they've sent me to you. I want to especially thank you for what you do. only very few Nigerians living abroad, doing well abroad, will be celebrated like this, and you have the hall full. I think Professor Butali also deserves another round of applause. And I must also tell you that what I'm saying from the bottom of my heart, my good friend, Professor Butali is here, or you can say that he's here all the way from Kano. Professor Butali, you are welcome to this special occasion. For Professor Butali to be here today, you know the meaning and the implication. What I want to appeal to you, Professor Butali, what I want to appeal to you is that I can see the love of University of Lagos. It is written all over you. I can also see the love of Lagos University Teaching Hospital. It is also all over you. But I'm sure that you won't like it if I finish this talk without making reference to these young men there, the KB Club. I think they deserve a round of applause. K-Bites, that's right. Please stand for recognition. Professor Butali is a K-Bite. And these young men, they also see me every research team of College of Medicine, University of Lagos and Lagos University Teaching Hospital. On behalf of all members of Nigeria CRAN, on behalf of all members of AfriCRAN, on behalf of everybody that is associated with us and our successes over the last few years, I want to say a very big thank you. I must also say that in terms of recognition by Nigeria, Professor, you can mention one or two things about that. Professor Butali is a fellow of Nigeria Academy of Medicine, Nigeria Academy of Medicine Specialties. Professor Butali does not ply his trade here. For you to be made a fellow of that academy, you really need to achieve a lot. And one of the things that they look at, or let me say we look at, for somebody who is plying his trade in diaspora to be made a fellow, is to have contributed significantly in bringing up natives in Nigeria, and that is the reason why Professor Butali was made a fellow. Professor Butali, I know that there are other academies in Nigeria. Professor Butali, there are several academies in Nigeria, and this is just the beginning. All of us that are here, because we know you, will do the nomination. And I believe that by the time we do the nomination, we don't even need to do any lobbying. Because Professor Dukoya, sir, you remember when he was nominated, nobody actually lobbied, and his word actually really speaks for him. So, Professor Butali, I did.
Real leadership is. It's about influence, it's about service, and it's about giving a hand up to those behind you, to those beside you, and to those with whom you know will require your service and your assistance. Professor Butali has a large heart. And I am proud today to be Mother of the Day. So he's formally adopted. But more importantly, I think he is an inspiration to us all. Nigeria needs people like him. And we are very lucky in the University of Lagos to have quite a number of publicly for all that you do. We are proud of you, and we are hoping that what you do will inspire many others to be like you. I personally have known Professor Butali for a long time. He embodies humility, he is extremely smart, he is kind, and he's the kind of Nigeria that we need. So I hope that a lot of us will be inspired to be more like him. So Professor, congratulations. What you have is just the beginning. You still have a long way ahead of you, and I know that you have just started. We are proud and we are happy. Congratulations, congratulations, and congratulations. Yes, the global leading professor of diagnostic science. And that is wonderful. He has been. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening to me. And let me just say I'm one proud, very proud mother, very proud vice chancellor, and I'm a very proud friend. Congratulations.
Thank you for the good medical school, and he was my junior. And I also knew when he was in Gandhi, at the time he studied with my friend Azeez on the CMW. And coincidentally, when he moved to Iowa, that was when I was in Nebraska. I was in Iowa, and the title they just got, the chair they just got, that was the chair my professor had when he was in Iowa before he moved to Florida. So he's in my department in Iowa. And I remember when the CMD of Blue, Azeez was with Butali at Coraville, Iowa, you remember? But I went on my bike, and I went to meet both of them, and they were surprised to see me on the bike, and we had a nice time. And that was when he was sharing with me his dream for Nigeria and Africa, that there was something big that he was working on. And the other day on our online platform, I was telling him that the goal of Nigeria in Africa was very proud of him. And I should say it again there that we are all very proud of you. And you have done Africa very well. You have done Nigeria very well. You have done the Faculty of Dental Sciences very well. We are very proud of you. We are a proud alumnus of our faculty and our institution. We are really happy to celebrate you today. And when you told me that I would be in Lagos for your reception, I had no choice but to say yes, even though I was not going to be in Lagos. This was not an event that I was going to miss. I'm happy to be here today, and I'm happy to celebrate a very, very big son of Africa. Congratulations, and thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
CMD of the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, and our dear, very passionate, compassionate, dynamic Professor Butali. Please, let's put a round of applause for him. I come from another arm. I'm a pediatrician. I'm a professor of neonatology. Actually, all the babies, I was telling them, all the children for Smile Train are coming from our unit. So we're one family working for these babies, working for these children, so that they will achieve their life potentials. So great appreciation to the entire team. So, Professor Butali, he has not said that, but beyond cleft lip and palate, Professor Butali is also big into research on genetics, genomics, metabolomic analysis. That at a time we went into research on trying to find out genetics of prematurity. And Iowa was our backbone. We took samples from the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, we put it in ice, and we were shipping it to Iowa. Please let's appreciate Professor Butali. So he was really helping, not just the dental arm, he was helping every child. And I'm here representing all these children that through the compassion, through the doggedness.
21, when I wanted to host the widows program, because yearly, February 14, my foundation, the Diagnostic Foundation, hosts 1,000 widows yearly. And so our mutual friend introduced us, and she sent my number to him and sent his number to me. But I was so busy to even reach out. I was surprised when I saw his message. Hello, this is Azeez Butali. I was told you want to do a widows program and you need support. And I was speechless, like, how do you introduce yourself to give support? You should be waiting for me to reach out to you. And immediately I just said, this is the first time somebody is introducing himself to give me support, so this is serious. And so we started off, I told him about the foundation and all. There and then, he committed the Azeez Butali Foundation to continue to support my foundation yearly anytime we do the Widow Support Program. And the very first time we met, we took a picture and we did a video, and somebody saw it and said, you don't know that is your brother, that is your cousin. So we started digging until I found out that he's related to me from India. So I'm one excited sister who is very happy to have an amazing, kind-hearted brother like Professor Azeez. I keep posting his achievements, and now I'm tired of posting. The awards are too much. In fact, the congratulations, anytime I see him, I will not say congratulations, because even if you don't tell me, I know say something don't happen. And Azeez is somebody who will just look at your profession and want to find out what he can do. Sitting here is a member of my association, and I'm so proud to have an amazing person like this as my member. What he did when he found out that I was a producer was to say, you know, Queen, I want to go into production. Produce a film for me. And I was like, what do you want to do in production? Everywhere you want it. He said, I just want to, I have a story. And then we did the will. It's a story about people must take action when they are alive by making sure they put their will together so that when they die, their families will not suffer. And we did that story. It's a very short film, it's on YouTube. Together, I produced it for him. One thing I realized about him is he does not need to know you to support you. He does not need to know you to say, look, how do we turn your business around? He does not need to know you to just look at what you're doing and say, do it like this. He's an amazing teacher. I've learned so much from Prof. Yes, he's my cousin and I respect him a lot. I don't take it for granted that we are related. So most of the time when I'm talking to him, I put Sasa, even though I'm only 2 years he's senior. But you know, he has achieved so much that when I talk about him, when I talk about him to anybody, I am the first person to quickly say, now my cousin, you know, like I take ownership, you know. And recently, some of us came together to say we wanted to shoot a Netflix job. And I just called him and said, Prof, we're doing something, we want to do a Netflix job, me, Kade Ogidon and co. And he said, I put my name. I said, you never even asked me make that. He said, no need anything from you, I trust you, put my name. That's the kind of person that wants Nigeria to grow. In fact, sitting here, make I talk am today, our president. One day, Prof will be the president of this country. And if that happens, he's going to turn Nigeria around. Because he's one man that steps into any business and turns it around. He's doing fish farming. He's doing a lot of things. I don't expose him too much. He's a serial entrepreneur. Forget the fact that he has succeeded in his line of profession, medicine. He has succeeded in so many other businesses. He dey sell charcoal, he dey sell egusi as you sit down there so I'm so proud of you, Prof. It's not because you're here. I say it anytime, anywhere. I'm so lucky to have an amazing cousin like you, a man who will go and beyond to support the needy. You are one man who do not want to hear anybody suffering. Immediately they bring it before you. If not to borrow money, you go borrow am. You are just an amazing person, and I want to pray for you today that God will give you long life. God will give you prosperity. You will continue to grow. You will never bury your children. There will be one to bury you when you are old and gray. And I'm praying that you reach 140 years. And anybody that will raise a finger and say, because God is blessing you, they want to frustrate you, they want to kill you, they want to send arrows to you, we send it back to sender. That person will not succeed. As they mention your name, their own will answer 1 million times. It's a prayer from my heart, from the heart of a mother, a sister, a friend. God bless you.
The academic, there's Prof, the medical doctor, there's Professor Azeez, the big brother. So when we were growing up, my dad would always frequent their house. And I heard so many stories of how his late father was close to my dad and mentored him. And so, Prof, the philanthropist, is not something new. He took right after the late Chief Oluriafe Butali, his dad. And I remember my father always talked about how he was accommodating of people from our place in South Ibe and how he helped younger ones, including my dad and one of my uncles back then. In fact, that my uncle got admission in Unilag to study mathematics and statistics. And school fees was an issue, but the late Chief Butali paid without blinking, and my father just sorted out accommodation. So the Prof, the philanthropist, is something that runs in the family. Yes, and I am privileged to have experienced his kindness, his benefactorial spirit. He has sponsored some of my projects and even employed me. Yes, I have worked with him as well. So he's my big brother, he's my kinsman, and I'm proud to be associated with all the success that we're celebrating today. Thank you, God of God.